EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from Ford Field. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone, touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
Gun.
The motion there, tight end Johnson. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. He'll take this down to the 47. Boye Mafe in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 47-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Shot. Right in. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty.
Mims sent in motion here.
Shot.
2nd down. Burrow. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
12. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt to punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
Chuck to the air right away. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And now it's 4th down. To return, it's Shaheed. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right in.
They go play action for Burrow. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's catch number 40 on the season for him.
47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Shot. 180. 180. Shot.
On the run, here's Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Isaiah McBuffy on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
180. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Barkley. Into the secondary, past the 15. Saquon Barkley. Inside the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Steelers nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I'm one, ready? Here we go. 180.
The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
At the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
180. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Here we go. 180.
Shaheed in motion.
11.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
On one, ready? Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Shaheed in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage force fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
On comes the punter now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Swept on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 20, here's second and 8. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They begin with a third down and 3. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He'll get that out to Barkley. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A nice throw there by the rookie, and he earns his guys a first down.
44-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's first and 10. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Steelers' 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 3. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
From the gun, it's Shuck. Moving to his right. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Third and 5.
Let's go.
To throw is Shuck. Out to his right. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Gun.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, can. Stop.
Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
A gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
11. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah McDuffie. And the Lions will have great field position right around midfield.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
Okay, break. Stephanie! 60 Bison.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On second down, it's Shuck. On the move left. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
From the gun, on third down, shot. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Here we go. 180. Letting hot.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Plays hot.
Burrow. High throw, but it's reeled in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 31 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow now. Exiting the pocket right. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Boye Mafe getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
Here we go, here we go. 11. 180. Plays hot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into...
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Shuck looking to throw. We're on 1st down. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Shuck on the run to the right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. The Lions called their first timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the air again is Shuck. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, Shuck.
Throwing again, Shuck. Moving outside the pocket. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go.
The air once more. Shuck. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown Lions. His 12th touchdown of the year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Makes the score Lions 17. Steelers nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, yeah. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd down, and here is Shuck. That is caught. He's not Godwin. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here we go. Buffalo 18.
On 1st down, Shuck. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Got a man, that's Rasheed Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. And even 30 yards. 6.
First and 10. At
A
the
fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll go play action here with Chuck. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Now Shuck on third down. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready? From the 35, it's first and 10. Mims set in motion here. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13, 11, MT, pace. 11, MT, down.
On first down, Burrow. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
On one, ready?
From the 46, here's second down and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 11, MT, 180. 180.
The motion man here is McClure. Second down, Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Big Grover Stewart. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. Good rally to the football to gain a 9, but it brings up fourth down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Rolling right. He'll get that out to Barkley. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Second and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Set up.
From the gun, it's shot. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Gun.
And a Steeler 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Kevin Zeitler, the vet, guilty that time.
It's set. 11, Dahan. Right 80. Right exactly. Dahan.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down. That's a pickup of 18. And will set up a very manageable 2nd and 2.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Right 80. Right shot. 11. Dahan.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming, they knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
He'll swing this one out to Hall. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Mims sent in motion here. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here.
On 1, ready?
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Can. Stop.
They go play action for Burrow. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
To throw is Burrow. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Shaheed with the catch. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's another.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient.
And he's in! Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
That's the score, Lions 20, Steelers 7.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Look at him go! he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
The Lions will set up for
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Steelers 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And he will go all the way. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Folk now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Steelers 14.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Three for 3 in the game as this one is also good. And the Lions will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Mims sent in motion here. Here's Burrow. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set up. Cougar 19. Check out.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.